Vincent van Gogh once said, "If you hear a voice within you say you cannot paint, then by all means paint and that voice will be silenced." Growing up, I was the type of kid that was too hard on herself, the type of person that if I wanted something done, it had to be done right. That's not how creativity works. There is no right or wrong, and objectively, there's no good or bad. I've been drawing, painting, creating since I could remember, but I would always end up comparing myself to someone else. 4-year-old me was no Bob Ross, and I knew that. Despite little me getting in my head telling me I can't do what Bob Ross did or any other television painter, my mom supported me, she told me I could do it. If I wanted to, I could be the next artist on TV telling you how to paint trees next to a little mountain. This story explains how I went from a creative kid with a supportive mother to an art major following a passion. I hope that by the end of this speech, you will get to know me better by learning about my experiences, hobbies, and goals. First, I will begin by sharing a little more about my hobby. Next, I will share how that hobby transitioned into a career goal. And finally, I will share a small example of the important things my mother has done for me in regards to my passion. I will first begin by explaining how art has made me who I am. For as long as I can remember, I have been drawing, painting, making up stories, I've been creating. Once I was old enough to go to school, I made friends with girls who had similar passions to me. Those girls became my best friends. They inspired me to be better at something that I loved. I gained confidence through learning from them. Despite losing those friends, I still think about them fondly as people that inspired me to continue my hobby. Years went by and I continued to create. I loved writing, but drawing and painting was more where my heart was. Every day was a new drawing, a new story, a new painting. If any of my classes had an assignment that allowed us to be creative, I took the advantage and I took that opportunity. Even today, 2 of my paintings are hung up in the high school I graduated from. I don't think I would be the person I am today without any form of creativity. Because of art and creativity, I have grown into a more confident, passionate, and expressive version of myself. Growing up, I didn't know what I wanted to do, career-wise, at all. All I knew was that I wanted to be creative. During my junior year of high school, I was given an opportunity to learn graphic design, and it changed my views on creativity and skills as a whole. Seeing billboards and posters inspired me to make something even better than what was out there. Learning new ways to create things that have a purpose drove me to want to create more and more. Seeing my work in public, people wearing my designs is incredibly rewarding. Hearing people's opinions of my designs and hearing feedback is something that I look forward to. The world of graphic design can be challenging and competitive. Despite that, I enjoy working towards a goal and seeing it through. As a graphic design major, I have seen many people change their majors. Most say it's too much for them. Something about dropping out of something that I love just makes my heart sink. I never would have thought that some office job would be my dream, yet here I am daydreaming about the day someone sees my art, sees my work, and takes it seriously. All of these things can be overwhelming. Everyone needs someone to lean on, and for me, that was my mother. No matter how stressed she may have been, she made time for me, helped me, and supported me. My mom likes to ask, how did she get so lucky to have a kid like me? And I think it's important for her to remember that I am who I am because of who she raised me to be. My mom supported any hobbies I gained, and any interests that I had. I was lucky to have a mother who was interested in my interests. But if there was ever a point I was nervous about my future, my mom was right beside me, helping me through my early midlife crisis. When I told my mom that I wanted to be an art major, like most mothers, she was worried. The whole starving artist concept was stuck in her head. She misses the little girl that she raised who would compare herself to Bob Ross or run around with chalk on her hands. But I know she is proud of the young art major that she raised. As I wrap up my introduction, I want to leave you with this final thought. By sharing my experience with creativity, my journey towards becoming a graphic design major, and the constant support of my mother, I hope you understand the values and passions that define me. These experiences highlight my adaptability, my joy in creativity, and my commitment to education. Together they show how my past, present, and future connect to shape who I am today. As Van Gogh once said, "If you hear a voice within you say you cannot paint, then by all means paint. I may still hear that voice sometimes, but choosing creativity again and again